Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash. Barakatah. For blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And in this lesson, we're going to go in on this Ishmaelite, so-called Arab. He went crazy, man. You know, and what you got is the Most High bringing judgment and curses to these nations, man. These nations are being held accountable for what they've done to the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because through when you go back in history, the so-called Arabs and Hamites, which are so-called Africans, right, sold the so-called Negroes, you know, to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. They come together. It tells you that history in the book of Joel, which I'm going to get. And yeah, man. So the Most High said in these last days, he was going to put these curses upon these enemies, man, on all our enemies, right? And he was going to devour them, man. And the Most High is showing that. The Most High is doing, his part. Now it's for us to do our part, man. Right? So let me get this, and I'm going to play it. This is Genesis 16. I'm going to start at 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, right? This is Hagar. Right? One of this was the maid to Sarah. Right? She was able to give Abraham, seeds, a seed. So when you read the story on that, right, she gave Abraham, a seed. This is Genesis 16 and 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord have heard thy affliction, right? You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, Sarah couldn't bear, and she gave Hagar to Abraham to, have his his children, a child bond. And Abraham wound up having two sons. One was Isaac, and the other was Ishmael. Right? But it's going to tell you how Ishmael is. This is verse 12. And he will be a wild man. So this is Ishmael, man. Ishmael is a wild man, man. This is the same man that will strap C4 to his chest and run in a building and say, Ali Akbar, boom, man. And blow the bottom of the World Trade Center, away, man. And it was told, and this man has done a lot of things, man. Right? Ishmael is over there cutting people's heads off. Right? Ishmael is over there, he has AK-47s in his stores, and he's ready to go to war, man. Like the Most High said, he shall be a wild man, right? It says, his hand will be against every man, right? And every man's hand against him. Because throughout history, the United States, they've been going to war with those so-called Middle Eastern countries for the longest, man. Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran. They've been, going to war against them, going at war with them all this time, throughout history. So it says, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. So, all of those so-called Middle Eastern countries, Iraq, Afghanistan, you got Yemen, all of those are Ishmaelites. They dwell right alongside each other, man. Right? Because Ishmael, he had 12 sons, and they would all be in the same region, which is the so-called Middle East. Right? So yeah, man. So as you're gonna see, they were praying at the mosque, and Ishmael ran up on them and just went to work, right? Without further ado, let's play this, man.
Terrifying moments during a worship service at a mosque in Patterson.
Video shows the moment one man got up from prayers and rushed to the front of the room and stabbed the imam. The religious leader still hospitalized tonight.
So what does this mean for the rest of Ramadan services at that mosque? Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles has the story from Patterson.
I accept that charge.
Sharif Zorba speaking through a Turkish interpreter during a Passaic County virtual court arraignment for attempted murder Monday afternoon. Prosecutors say this is the 32-year-old in surveillance video, leaping up from the carpet where he had been praying and off camera stabbing 65-year-old Imam Saeed El-Nakib repeatedly.
I didn't do anything.
The congregants were on the floor praying. No one could see them. Because of their heroic actions, definitely saved other victims from being stabbed.
And this is cell phone video of the heroic actions of the congregants, holding down the suspect until he was taken into custody. At a press conference Monday morning at the Omar Mosque on Getty Avenue in Patterson, where it happened, the attack only being referred to as a cowardly act.
So there will be an enhanced marked presence, and there will also be plainclothes officers that will be enhancing efforts.
Security's being stepped up at all other mosques in the city throughout Ramadan, including less than a mile away at the Mevlana Mosque on Sussex Street.
We recognize him. He was coming our mosque since Ramadan started, like this past 15 days. He was praying with us.
We spoke to the Mevlana Mosque president over the phone, who says he believes Zorba prayed with them Saturday night, just before the pre-dawn attack.
He was normal, like he come and pray and go.
Zorba was held without bail and will appear in court again this Thursday. The imam is still in the hospital, but is expected to make a full recovery.
So, he said he accepted charges, man. That man went in on him, man. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, "And the Lord thy power, Yahweh Shemel will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee," man. And Ishmael, he persecuted the nation of Israel, right? And he hates you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You walk up in his store, what do? He sell you K2, pork. Meanwhile, they don't eat pork, right? They don't touch it, but they'll sell it to you. Why? Because they know who you are. They know you're the chosen people, and they want to keep you in sin. So the Most High is going to put these curses upon the Ishmaelites, right? And Ishmael wasn't given the promise, right? Isaac was, right? For anybody that going in talking about Ishmael this and then the covenant was given to Ishmael. No, it wasn't, man. And no, it's not. Right? So the Most High is getting these nations back, man. And to that ultimate judgment, he going to ramp it up on these nations. You're going to see full-fledged curses come upon all these nations who devoured us, who destroyed us, who killed us, who had us in slavery, man. Right? The Medo-Persian Empire, we were captives under them. Right? Hey, man, they got to pay for it, man. They got to pay. Everybody got to pay, man. Everybody got to get it. Let me get a picture of this thing. Let's get him. Well, they have his face here. Let's see his face right here, right? Right? We got one more. We're going to shut it down. This is Joel. All right. Joel chapter 3. All right. Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And it reads, "And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink." Right? So that's what Ishmael and Ham did, man. The so-called Africans and Arabs. That's what they did, man. right? They set traps for us, right? They gave our young our boys for harlots, had them, sleep with their moms and their family members, right? To bring more slaves, right? It says, and sold girls for wines and musket guns, man, that they may drink and be merry. Right? So the Lord said, yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? Those are Africans, those are Hamites, man. And all the coasts of Palestine, these so-called Arabs, right? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head, man. Right? So the Most High is saying, right, what do you mean to beat my people to pieces, man? Which are the nation of Israel, right? You think that I'm not gonna pay you back for what you doing to my people, right? It says, yea, Slaki, verse 5, because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried unto your temples my goodly pleasant things, right? The jury, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold to the Grecians. Who was the Greeks? Right? So-called white men. So-called white race, man. It says that ye may remove them far from their borders. So what you did, you put us on cargo slave ships and brought us over here to the Americas, man. Right? And moved us far from our land, which the Most High, told us that was going to happen. Right? But, hey, the Most High said in Genesis, he said, whoever my people serve, those people I'm going to judge. Whatever nation the Israelites served, the Most High was going to judge that nation. Right? Verse 7, behold, I will raise them out of the place whether ye have sold them. And what is he doing? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is raising us up, man, as we speak. He's raising us up. He's raising us up, and he's bringing these nations low, man. Because all these nations, they bugging out. They just bugging out, man. Right? It says, where ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head, man. And these nations, they in for a rude awakening, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to judge them and bring them to a lower state, man. And delete a whole lot and put a lot of these nations under captivity. That's where they're going. And they're gonna be as nothing, man. Because Babylon the Great is finished, man. So I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Until next time, Israel, love y'all. Shalom.
He believes Zorba prayed with them Saturday night, just before the pre-dawn attack.
He was normal, like he come and pray and go.